when I was about 14 or 15. Wasn't exactly the most social person. Didn't really have much friends. In fact, I stayed inside all day pretty much and played my video games and kept to myself. A couple of years ago, I lost my great-grandmother. It was really hard for me because, she looked just like my mother. My grandma and my mom taught us good Christian values. We believed in Christ. We were Christian all the way. It's just we never really went to a church. High school was hard for me. I struggled, but I had one friend who was always there since we started middle school. I don't know why or what made her ask me if I wanted to come with her to Brigham Young University College Fair. I thought, what the heck, sure, I'll go. The meeting ended and we were on our way home, and I asked my friend before what was seminary, and she said it was Bible study for my church. So I asked her mother, which church do you go to? And she smiled and she said, we go to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. We are Mormon. Quite a few red flags just popped up in my head. I got scared for the first time in my life. I was never so I need to get out of it. I need to get away from these people. I was about to jump out of the car, and she smiled at me, and she just said, I can answer all your questions for you, but the best thing I can do for you is to invite you to go to seminary and learn for yourself. At first I was quite adamant. I was really scared. I thought in the car that we were going out in the middle of the woods and we were going to dance around a fire and worship fairies and lilies. So I called my mom to ask for permission, and before I could even talk to her, she snatched the phone from me and she asked for her permission if I could go. She told her that they were Mormon and that he'll be fine and Lena will be there with him. I met some of my closest friends in seminary. I never missed a day. To this day, I'm thankful for the opportunity to go to seminary. 2 weeks into seminary, Sister Trout asked if I wanted to have the missionaries visit. Elder Cardinay and Elder Bishop, they were my first missionaries, and they were in their 20s, and I was like, you're not old at all. They taught me the plan of salvation, why we're here, and death. And for me, the part where they talked about death, I was amazed. I was blown away because for the longest I feared death. And from that point on, I knew for myself that it was true. So I asked my mom, can I be baptized? And the first thing she said was no. I don't feel comfortable with you being baptized into this church yet. I want you to learn more. I want you to know for yourself if this is right. I went to church every Sunday. I went to seminary every day. So a year goes by, and me and my stake president were really close. And he asked, are you still not baptized? I'm like, yeah, I'm not. I told him, my mom wouldn't let me. And he just smiled and said, you promised me that you'll ask her today, and I promise you that she will say yes. And I'm like, I promise, okay, I will. I was shaking and I was breathing really hard, and I asked her, Mom, can I please be baptized? And she just looked at me and she said, you can do whatever you want, Wendall. You've proven to me that you are committed to this. You have my support, you can be baptized. Oh, I was so relieved and so happy. I was jumping for joy. So the baptism went on as expected. He baptized me, and that Sunday I was confirmed a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And from that point forward, I felt that my life was coming together. My stake president asked me, are you planning on going on a mission? I gave it some thought. I prayed about it. Next week I told him I'm going to go on a mission. And I was called to the Utah Provo mission, which for me at the time was a big surprise. I was actually looking for foreign, but Utah's as foreign as it's going to get for me. I was reassigned to the St. George mission. During that time, I emailed my mother, shared scriptures from the Book of Mormon. I prayed for her that she will take the lessons that she'll read the Book of Mormon and pray about it. Suffice it to say, when I got home, my mom told me, I've been taking the lessons the whole time you've been on your mission, and I've been waiting for you to come home so you can baptize me. And in my heart, I was shocked. I thought that she would never accept the gospel. It would be a miracle for her. I prayed, but in the back of my mind, I had those doubts that I will be the only member in my family, and that my mom will never, ever accept it. And when she told me that, I was so happy. I don't think I was ever so happy in my life. Because when she told me that, I will always remember that day. She was dressed in white. I remember when I stood in the water and I helped my mom into the water too. And I said that prayer and I baptized her. Man, no words can express my happiness. I always thought that it was a coincidence that I came into the church. Just some random variables. The Lord directed me from the very beginning to come into the church. He wanted me to be the pioneer. He wanted me to be happy. I have a testimony of this gospel. None of this was a coincidence. None of it. The Lord has blessed me so much. I'm Wendall, and I'm a Mormon.